Hey guys, we're at Lake Pleasant today. It's about 35 miles northwest of Phoenix. It's a big lake, nice, has a lot of stripers in it and white bass. We're here to try our luck today. Hi folks, you're watching Fishing with Gary today. We're out here at Lake Pleasant. Yep, not Bartlett, but Lake Pleasant. We're about 35 miles northwest of Phoenix. And we're chasing striper boils this morning. We haven't caught any yet, but we're chasing them. So there's two ways that I like to catch these things. One is after they go down, I like throwing this flutter spoon, and I can catch them that way. Other than that, I'm going to have to use something a little bit bigger. So what I've been using, if I can get them up high, is I've been using this new bait here, the Rico Suave. So this works real well too. I'm using the bone color, but this is a walking, spitting Suave. And it's made by Rico. Haven't been advertised in a long time. There's a Rio Rico, the Rico, and the Rico Suave. So these come in an array of colors. I've chose to use the bone color today. So you can see that it's really calm out here today. So if they're not jumping, I'm going to have to go down for them. So what I'm doing is I'm just randomly casting where I saw them jumping. It's hard to get close to them, and we'll just let this go flutter down until I can see the schools on the graph, which darn. That was a large school of stripers and white bass. It might have been a carp, a big one. That's the thing, with the lake so calm like this, you can just look out and see if they're coming up chasing the stripers. You can just see them coming up, just jumping like crazy. I'm using a skinny dipper right now. We've been trying to chase down these schooling stripers and white bass. We haven't had much luck. This morning they didn't even come up. Then all of a sudden when it gets hot like this, now they're starting to come up. So just keep a few baits on the front, you know, top water. Oh, there's some more coming up over there. That looked like a little bass coming out of the water and a striper chasing it. I wouldn't put that past him. Oh yeah, look at this bird coming up over here now. He's trying to get in on that too. That bird was sitting on the shore. He saw these fish feeding, and he thought he'd come over here and get in on the feast. And make a few more casts. We're getting in the right area. I'm just using a 5-inch skinny dipper, white ice, and a weighted hook. That usually works, but boy, when they come up and chase like this, you've got to be right there on them to catch these fish. You got to be right there. So let me try a trick here. What I'll do is I'll throw it out and just let it go down. I'll let it sink down about 10 feet, 15 feet, and see if I can't run that down. I don't see the school yet out here, but this is the second time we saw these like this later in the day. Wow, well there they are. So if you haven't used these flutter spoons, they're pretty neat to use. They're very inexpensive. You can buy them at the Bass Pro Shop. You know, it's just a big spoon, 4.5, 5 inches long, and sometimes these can be really good once the stripers go down. So what I need to do is take this out and throw this way out there and just let that go down. I saw them earlier running at about 20, 25 feet deep, so I'll let this sink a little bit. I'm in 50 feet of water right now. So what I do is I'll just let it sink and then I'll just start working it back. I'll let that thing just flutter back down like a dead shad. And sometimes that'll trigger those fish in that are down 20, 25 feet. And they'll hit it pretty aggressively too. If they do, you'll know you got one on. See, I'm in 53 feet of water and those fish were right in this area. But they're swimming fast. Those stripers are just following the shad, man. I mean, they are swimming real fast. All you can do is just scan the surface if it's calm enough like this, and when you see them, go for them. Gun it towards them. Make another cast of this. Let's see. These things cast a long ways. These are good in the wintertime too, these spoons. Actually, they're good in the summer too. You know, I'm a little bit deep right now to let it go to the bottom, 52 feet. But I'm seeing some fish down 20 feet, you know. And the water's really, really clear. You can see down 15, 16 feet right now out here. Just trying something different, just to show you a little something different. Hoping that we could catch a few. I think that was a carp over there that just jumped. Usually if it's one jump, it's a carp. If they're up there just sucking the bait off the surface, then you can tell that they're stripers or white bass. Or largemouth. The largemouth will be mixed in with them sometimes. Well, I guess we can go back fish for show some stuff on largemouth fishing, since the stripers don't want to cooperate this morning.